Ladies and gentlemen, spoiler alert, Happy is a great player, and what I'm doing, I'm casting a replay from a game between Happy and Fortitude. And let me tell you, there was a lot of talk, it was including semi-final of Dolphin Super League, super high stakes, a lot of dollars on the line. Happy has been playing on BNet for a long time, and we are like, is he out of practice? Can he surprise Fortitude? Because Fortitude, playing here as a no-name red human player, he's amazing versus those undead, man. He can farm them, but Happy figured out a way of playing Warcraft 3 that is actually very interesting, and it's basically what, like, Happy has an idea, Happy has a dream, and his dream is as following: expand for all cost. And let me tell you, you may say, Saul, so how we can speed up an expansion as undeads? What you can do, of course, is can unsummon your altar, of course, after the hero goes out, because, you know, expanding costs a lot of money. You need to buy some items, you need to plant the Haunted Gold Mine, you need to plant the Ziggurat to protect the Haunted Gold Mine. So yes, selling the altar was kinda meta, everybody on pro level was doing this, but Happy wants to speed up it even more, and he will sell his shop. Yes, you may say, Saul, but why he needs another road of necromancy? He says, no, ladies and gentlemen. He says, I don't need more road of necromancies. What I need is an operational expansion. That's the idea. And you may say, Saul, but is it enough? No. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy's playing Criplord, and Criplord has access to Impale. You may say, yeah, this Impale is pretty good, but Happy will save his mana. He will first open with Impale first, which is crazy. There is a lot of like discussion on pro level. Is Impale first even worth it? But look at this, I'm going to slow down. There is an Acolyte. Acolyte is selling 2 buildings. So Happy will get more money. He bought 3 items that are in his inventory. Ritual Dagger for healing, Rod of Necromancy for skeletons, and Sacrificial Skull for, you know, making a Ziggurat quickly. And also, ladies and gentlemen, he plays Impale first. You look at the top rate. Even though there is a peak here that he can like change into Beetles, Happy wants to save his mana. But you may say, Saul, he's not going to creep a big camp like that without Beetles. He will use Impale once, perfectly lined on 3 units, and now he will start his expansion. Okay, I'm speeding up. I know that attention span is short, but ladies and gentlemen, that's the fastest expansion. Look at this. 236 expansion going up, and okay, Fortitude is creeping. Sorry that I have skins. I forgot that I have skins, because I was like messing with the Warcraft 3 settings, and that's so fast. That's so fast. And Furious. And he has Impale first, but he's not going to use Impale again. He's not going to use Impale again, ladies and gentlemen. He will keep the Impale for one very reason, because yes, we understand that he sold like so many buildings to get the expo up, but is it enough? No, versus Fortitude is not enough. He can summon! And yes, he has a beautiful Jaina skin. It's an Archmage, okay? But yes, he will summon, ladies and gentlemen, so many Water Elementals, and Happy idea is to Impale surround Archmage to stop him from that. Happy will play very defensively, because as you can see, he's investing it all into keeping the expansion alive. So, in the past, we have seen Undeads crossing the map to be very aggressive and so on. What Happy wants to do, he wants to be close to his expansion. He's like scouting everywhere. He has eyes on the Archmage as we speak, you know. He's like, okay, I have enough time to creep this red camp, and let me tell you, this expansion needs 50 more seconds, and Fortitude is going to attack Happy soon, right? Fortitude is taking already. He was very certain that his one base play with level 3 Archmage can do a lot of good. Why? Because he was so certain that he can cancel this expo. But look! This is the finals! The Happy is up 1-0 in this tournament, by the way. And Fortitude is so late. And by the way, that small detail, Happy was scouting and he attacked the gnolls. And Water Elemental got purged, got damaged by poison. And Fortitude wants to push, but Happy is in a super giga defensive position, and his expansion is actually done. And you may say, Saul, but Fortitude has level 3, he will have so many Water Elementals, he'll outtrade Happy, but look at this! Happy has Ziggurat ready in the perfect timing, Happy, you know, is like, okay, his economy is not looking that good here because he sold all of those things, but he has almost 5 acolytes, and he has those impales. He believes into those impales, he's connecting into Footies so well, ladies and gentlemen. Acolyte number 5 is here, Mr. Happy can start his dance, he can make graveyard, he can make more ghouls, another crypt. That's beautiful! I never seen something like that, and Mr. Happy, like, surprise Fortitude with that. It was a very close series, because I understand you can't make it on every map like that, you know? Fortitude was slow with his attack. What if you try to attack with level 2? Because with level 2 Archmage you can still cancel the expansion, and there are games like that, but man, if you are playing on top, very top, yes, the human are going to be slow, but if you are an undead and you just play, you know, on like a little bit lower MMR, try it! Selling those two buildings and expanding so quickly will work good for you. Of course, now there's a magic of Happy, right? He needs to move his acolytes. He's going to lose a lot of them. But remember, he's getting double the gold and another Impale. Do you see how little of Beetles he has? That's why I made the name for him Happy the Impaler. Happy the Impaler, ladies and gentlemen, yes! Because he's using Impale to the maximum. And he's holding, ladies and gentlemen. He's stacking, so yes, every Acolyte kill is very painful, but he has 5. He has 5 on gold, ladies and gentlemen. And that's beautiful. Is the game over? Not, of course not. What is Fortitude is doing? He's playing Rifle Caster. So he is going to produce Rifleman, Priest with Brilliance Aura. He's going to creep while keeping the army in a good health. He'll probably get a Mountain King to level 2 or 3. And the question is, what now? And that was surprising as well. Because usually in this situation, Happy used to play Fiends. In this game, it's going to be another crazy maneuver, right? First thing first, you need to secure your expansion with probably 1 or 2 more towers. Happy is... He knows that he's playing versus 1 base player. And remember to remake your altar and remake your ziggurat. Happy is making free crypts. Happy is making free crypts, ladies and gentlemen. He's not going to play Fiends. He is going to play something different, and you will see why. Until there is Mountain King, you can do what Happy is doing, because there is no bolt. You can like pressure the human and again impale. He's not summoning any Beetles. He's impaling. Happy the Impaler. And okay, Mountain King is back, and Mr. Happy knows, okay, I need to pull back immediately. He even denied, ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful ghoul with the ritual dagger to not give experience to his opponents. He's going for 1 spirit tower because he's afraid that his opponent is going to push him. And ladies and gentlemen, why Happy needs tier 2? Because yes, he will play some ghouls, but he will spam so many mana potions. And yes, the shop is back. He's getting another Road of Necromancy. Yes, the Road of Necromancy is quite important. And yes, Fortitude is doing what he should be doing. He's creeping very quickly. He wants a Mountain King on a higher level. Happy still scouting. He's like, okay, I know that I have still time. I can creep. And look at this. I think, I don't remember exactly, he'll buy double mana potion. Show me the double mana potion, Happy. Show me. Oh, double mana potion. And also, Wand of Negation. Ladies and gentlemen, because Happy expanded so quickly, he has a lot of gold. And this is another step to spend your gold at the shop, at items that are cool, right? What is very cool is to have a lot of Impales. And by the way, it's Impale level 2. Happy the Impaler over the Beetles. And also, ladies and gentlemen, he's going for Wand of Negation, this item that these pulls Water Elementals, I mean, deals 200 damage to them. And this is how he's going to stop Archmage that is on level 3. And look at this, Fortitude is pushing early. In the past, those pushes were so dangerous. But ladies and gentlemen, there is one more thing worth noticing. We have gargoyles. And you may say, Saul, what gargoyles? But there are going to be rifles, there are going to be Water Elementals. Listen to me. Water Elementals are going to be dispelled by Wand of Negation because Mr. Happy can afford it. He's very rich because of his early successful expansion. Rifles are going to be Impale surrounded by ghouls. And you may say, Saul, okay, so why gargoyles? Why not more ghouls? Because gargoyles are amazing to chase priests. Their job is to chase priests and kill the towers. because ghouls are very bad at reaching, and you spend your impale on rifles in general, you know, and then those gargoyles are just this perfect addition to kill priests. You don't want to make mass gargoyles. Happy will keep this perfect balance between gargoyles and ghouls, and look at this, this is beautiful. This is magic, and he has another shop at his expo. He wants to stay on 50 supply, he wants to use it on items, and he's not even rushing third hero. He's rushing gargoyles, he's rushing ghouls, and he's getting ready, ladies and gentlemen. He's getting ready. He's waiting for the first 3 gargoyles. He's taking all of the ghouls. Ladies and gentlemen, it's go time soon. 50 supply versus 46 supply, but Happy is full of items. And look at this. The Impale will start soon. Gargoyles are on the priest, and the first Impale use. Happy the Impaler. Can he get the first rifleman? Almost. Healing scroll use already, and of course on this level you micro the gargoyles super well. Another Impale connects to the priest. Ghouls are chasing the rifles. Of course, Fortitude is super good. He's splitting everything. The Arcane Tower finished, but Happy is going to just clear it. And Happy is like, he's waiting for the Water Elementals just to dispel them. Is there heal scroll? We'll see about that. Happy would love to use some heal scroll. And remember that Happy doesn't need to win this fight just here. Criplord is fragile. Okay, there are still big fight. Look how close it is. Anyway, but Happy has doubled the income. He got level 4. That's very nice. He can actually invest into some Beetles because the priests are dying as well. Happy is looking for some item, maybe. Yes, he got the heal scroll. Heal scroll is very cool. By the way, Happy will lose Garg to creeps. It happened. A little bit of a miss. Micro can happen on every level. He is just waiting for this Water Elemental man to dispel him. Water Elemental is dying to creeps as well. Archmage got level 4, it means more mana. And man, Happy survived this push. Happy is feeling comfortable. I think Happy should thinking about second hero and going tier 3 now. But can you appreciate how easy it was for him to hold? Because of all of those factors, because all of those, like the plan, gargoyles versus priests and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy has quite good of an army. He still is full on items, so he's going to creepjack a little bit. And he can creepjack well because of the Impale. The Impale was almost lined perfectly, but there was one of wind. And he's trying to get the Impale, and oh, free rifle, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this, one of negation, dispel, Water Elemental, he's trying, but MK is keeping him on a distance. Happy is trying, and bam, 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 he dispelled it, beautiful, and another, and he's level 5. He got Impale level 3, so it's the strongest Impale ever, and probably now he will queue his third hero. He's like, Saul, you go for for Death Knight when you get Impale level 3, which is crazy. I'm not saying that you should play like that, but it looks like that in this game. He has his altar. He's actually taking over second hero. This is crazy. Can you agree with me that Happy had changed this matchup forever? This is so exotic. This is so exotic, this is so cool. Human is not going to play one base like never ever again. Is one base by Human solved? First they solved Pala Rifle, and now they solved one base Archmage, man. Let me tell you, Fortitude, if he knew that it's going to like that, he would just directly expand. He would just directly expand in the early game. There's an invisible Criplord. There is an invisible Criplord. Mr. Happy doesn't want to get bolted to stop the perfect Impale, and the perfect Impale, oh, criminal Impale. And look at those gargoyles. They're connecting so well into the priests. The priests are dying. The priests are dying, and you can keep gargoyles on top of the trees, but there was still some vision. Of course, Happy soon will transition into the ghouls. Look how many ghouls he has. Look how many ghouls he has, ladies and gentlemen. That's beautiful. And on this level, you keep the gargoyles alive. Happy still has this wand of negation. Look at the Water Elemental. The Water Elemental went down. Happy's getting almost level 6 Crippler. That's crazy. That's like, if somebody would show me this replay, like from this on, I'd say, and Saul, what happened in the early game? I'd say, somebody was trolling. If I didn't know the players, like, why this guy has solo Crippler? I would say, professional player at this stage of the game would never ever had a solo Crippler, and that's what exactly Mr. Happy is going for. And Happy still has a lot of ghouls. But he's waiting for Ghoul Frenzy because he knows the ghouls are the best with Ghoul Frenzy. He doesn't want to lose them before getting the upgrade. And to be honest, Fortitude was scared. Fortitude got surprised. He's going for the gyrocopters, but you can't outvalue your opponent that has an expansion with gyrocopters because he needs to have enough to kill the gargoyles. But it's very expensive to make that many gyrocopters, so... Man, this is looking pretty hard. This is looking pretty hard for Fortitude, but Happy is getting rewarded for his creativity. And also, another thing, you may say, Soul Death Knight for coils? No, Death Knight is basically to get the impulse better. How? Because there is an aura. He wants to get the aura to speed up Crippler, to speed up the ghouls. So after the successful impale, the ghouls can devour the human army even more, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this, Mr. Happy is just looking for Fortitude. Oh, the gyros are here, but they need to go back because there is so many Gargs. Fortitude is threatening, you know, they engage. And look at this, Mr. Happy is like, give me the aura, give me the speed. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, dispelling the water elementals who need destroyer. And look at this impale. Oh, this is money. This is a game-winning impale, and the ghouls are here. And Fortitude is teleporting out, but he's losing so much, and the gyros are out of position. They're just here now. And Fortitude will tap out, ladies and gentlemen. He will tap out because he feels that he's so outplayed. Ladies and gentlemen, Death Knight, yes, the aura bot. Guys, there was so many different changes to where was the slaughterhouses? No slaughterhouses. Where was the Leech with Orb? Super late. Crippler level 5, spamming those Wand of Negation, and it was only possible because that was this shop sold, and Altar got sold, and the expansion survived. And ladies and gentlemen, Happy changed human versus undead forever in a good way. Happy, congratulations. Spoiler alert, for winning the entire tournament, and he won versus Fortitude after very close games, and man, without this creativity, he would lost. Fortitude was so strong on some maps, but on the maps we can actually execute what Happy did. Like, human will have to expand versus you. He will never ever one base align you because Happy showed exactly how to defend versus that. Guys, I hope this game will be on YouTube. If this game is on YouTube, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me from scale 1 to 10 how much Happy changed this matchup. It's super hard to recreate for a new players. Like, playing Impale first, that's crazy. Not spamming your mana, saving your mana, that's crazy. But that's what you need to do to win versus the very best. It was SaulApeMan with a big analysis of how Happy changed Warcraft 3 forever. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!